So after talking about all of this, there are actually certain conditions to work with us. That's something that we put together about a year and a half ago, and it's been working very well. Because a lot of the things that we design seem like real science fiction, like it doesn't seem like real product. There's kind of like a misunderstanding with a lot of people. It's fairly common for big companies to hire, famous design firm to come up with ideas for a strategy, but you never end up with a product. You never end up with something that becomes real and change people's lives. And this is one of our conditions, right? Making sure that the intention of the design that we're going to put together is going to become reality. Another thing that's very important to us in nonfiction is to make sure that whatever we design for you is the first to market. We're not super interested in designing something that is sort of a copycat of your competitor, right? In the way it's being used, in the way it looks, in the way it changes people's lives. That's how we're going to make it completely unique. And then finally, one thing that's very connected to biotech in my mind is to make sure that we satisfy at least one of the 17 SDGs put together by the United Nations. Serving humans or the planet, serving education, gender equality, access to care, access to health care. All of that is so incredibly important. And no project that should happen in 2021, 2022 should ever, not satisfy these things. So last thing before I jump into, projects is, so our office in San Francisco hosts one of the largest material libraries on the West Coast. And this is a collaboration with a company called Material Connections, which is a material science and material library company based in New York City. And so with access to samples and vendor connections to all of these materials, we have, leather made from fruits shavings, we have carbon nanotubes, we have ceramics that are, recycled in very specific ways. We have fabrics that have all the crazy properties you can think of. It's so incredibly wonderful to be inspired by what material science is doing and integrating that into the work that we provide for the world of biotech.